Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Arcane Season 2, Episode 2. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting season so far. Let's see what happens this time. We got the squad up, right?
Yep.
And now we're going right in to take out Jynx. Let's check it out. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's go.
Camp Barons warring for control of the lanes. Wannabe street thugs squabbling over scraps. Just like when Vander shoved off. Except this time, you aren't here to put it all back together.
Because I killed you.
Someone put all those holes in you. I used to say I could fix anything. She used to say a lot. Her and you.
Have you had enough?
Oh, look at that thing. It's so creepy.
Big power vacuum. After Silco.
Yeah. Poor kid.
How funny would it be if she just like didn't do that, just walked away? Just like...
Sorry, kid, I've decided to change my ways.
That buzzing
Or she just shoots the
behind
kid.
your eyes. Because you know in a moment they could all boom. Best feeling in the world, kid.
Sure.
That's me. You ever need a curse a sibling or a family or a society? My card.
Or what if she just shot the kid? Like just after saving the kid, just show how fucking crazy she is.
Against the other Chem Barons, the numbers are in the.
Shitter, you ever wonder why fat brains like you always wind up working for grunts like me? You only use half your head. You know how Silco took over the lanes?
With his bare teeth. Margot had at least 10 hitters guarding the stash.
Margot and Cross can buck all they want, but in the end, I'll be the one smiling. Your only job is to make the numbers work.
Everybody's got mech arms now.
Whoa.
Gray, all the way up here.
What do you know? Cleared the place out.
I can't.
It's factory smog trapped underground.
I think I'd give myself bigger legs if I had, like, fake ones like that.
You go on ahead. Report back.
Asshole. Look how red his eyes are.
I know you're all fantasizing about sawing each other's heads off. These turf wars have to stop.
These two have been the aggressors.
You started this dance when you raided the Rapture Wall.
What could I want with your boulevard of filth?
Topside is the real enemy. Best shot is to put aside these petty squabbles and join forces.
Is he dead? Why is he so quiet?
She's right. We don't get topside.
Okay.
We got a different solution. We give them Jynx.
You don't hand over our people.
We? You don't do much of anything anymore, do you, Magpie? You help me put a bow on Baby Blue for our friends upstairs? I'll cut you a brand new puncher, top of the line, all the fixins. It's the last offer you're gonna get.
The way that, like, all of the, like, arms and stuff move is so unsettling sometimes.
I can't believe you're dead, and I'm still mopping up your messes.
Jeez, lady, you crazy? Talking to dead people. Same time every day. Big baby couldn't do it himself.
About now, he'd have me all over the lanes, running his collections,
Building his weapons.
making his deals. He dips out. The whole world flips over. The hell we supposed to do now?
Watch it all burn.
I love how her like disguise cloak doesn't cover her whole braids because they're so long. Oh god. Kid, you better like watch yourself.
Viktor. Viktor.
Is it Victor's mom?
Viktor. Viktor.
Or is that his assistant that got eaten? Is he gonna come out and he's like fully fixed? Like healed from his crazy illnesses?
Ah. It's fully something.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh my god!
My God.
What the hell?
Am I? You're alive.
It's alive!
He's like, oh my god, thank god at least my face wasn't in that thing.
Yeah.
You must be cold.
Cold. I sense a charge, a recursive impulse. Unpleasant, but cold isn't its name.
Whoa.
The hex core.
Victor, it saved you. It adapted to your injuries, changing and evolving.
I was supposed to die. You promised to destroy the hex core.
Heimerdinger was wrong. We were wrong. It's not as bad as...
It killed Sky. Jayce, she had such dreams.
I'm going to resign from the council. My place was always here in the lab with you.
I don't think
I'm
now's
afraid
the
about
right
this
time to
place now.
leave the council.
Goodbye. Victor, you're my partner.
Paths diverged long ago. It was affection that held us together.
You think it's so easy? To turn your back while your whole city looks to you for salvation? I never asked for this! Where are you going?
Goodbye, Jayce.
He looks like a, I don't know, like super cool, like a wizard or something, like with his, like the whole like kind of like cloak and the like the staff.
Yeah, his
getup.
crutches now like a staff.
Yeah. This place is so cool.
So many of them. It's all the fighting. We're gonna have capacity issues soon.
Not turning people away.
All these years, we finally get rid of Silco. Just so a new one can take his place.
Now what's this? Oh, this is quite troubling.
That tree means so much. We built our whole identity around it.
That'd be
And
really
every
rough.
time, it seems like we might catch a break.
Now, it's not lost yet. I have seen something of this nature before.
What's that mask?
As if he's not super recognizable even with the mask.
Don't you essentially own this place?
How it's like, oh, of course, only he can fit in the vents because he's so small, but the vents are so huge that like actual people can just easily go in there too.
Rat has left the jungle.
Professor!
Yes, of course. What the devil's gotten into you?
Why are you breaking into my lab? And who's he?
Ekko, my former pupil Jayce.
Oh, Jayce.
We were attempting to sneak in. Oh, pish
Yeah,
posh,
I can
I'd
see
never
that.
done it. Were you sleeping here?
matches the corruption we saw on the plants we tested with the hex core, but where did you say you found this?
Deep in the underground. Ekko's home is a marvelous place. Truly a wonder.
Why the fuck would you tell him that?
Of course, referring to his cognitive center, which is certainly not hidden in the...
Just shut up.
This guy.
Weren't what we were trying to save. How could it be there and here? Oh no.
It's probably gonna do the same shit to the tree that it did to Viktor.
Where's Viktor? I don't know. Can he contaminate stuff? Like what's it?
Yeah, I don't know what his superpower
even does.
I don't think he did that to the tree.
No, but I'm just wondering, like, you know.
Can he help these people? Probably not. Probably not worth it to help him. Oh, this guy. Viktor. Whoa.
Mysterious.
Timo. This is their little hangout spot. What is this?
Yeah, it's like.
Is it the last
gas,
place too?
Fog.
Is this the fucking guy, the Viktor's like guy with the axolotl?
Or is it like a I don't know.
Vi? Oh, is this what they're using?
Damn.
This is what they're using to get to Jynx without like using the hex core? Or is she hallucinating this? Oh no, yeah, they're using this as a stun technique so they don't have to really show themselves. That's actually fucking sick. It's a really good compromise because then they don't have to go in guns blazing like they did with Jayce and like risk civilian casualties. They can just poison them.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She put the other glove on.
Yeah.
All the
Starting
lights.
up all the stuff, yeah. Creepy.
It's all clear. Sorry, Commander.
She just falls to the ground.
I love the like emotionally distressed but also choking to death
Yeah.
like direction at the same time. It's awesome.
Oh god. Ew.
Do they not hear this?
It's not.
They didn't hear the gunshot outside? Oh, buddy's
No.
hitting that juice, hitting the Benjamin.
Yeah.
Right through their fingers. You must be part eel.
They want you alive. But don't think I won't steer out those peepers. Draw back any long-range types. I'm the kind of guy who likes to get in close. Never thought I'd catch you blubbering. Wonder if Silco even saw that.
Twice. When he met me and when I killed him.
You?
It's always me. Whether I'm pulling the pin or not, everyone who gets close to me dies. Wanna know the real kicker? You're the kind of guy who likes to get in close.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Oh, that's so
Oh shit!
That was game over for you guys.
Whoa!
Oh god.
What the hell? It's got like a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks so good.
Bye. Kid, get out of here.
That's the Teemo hat, right? Like, kind of like it anyway. Why does your thing have like a slot machine on the side?
I was thinking, yeah, it's like a...
It's like Crazy Slots. It's like
Yeah,
fucking Kite.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, this is literally not what I wanted.
How about less random effects?
Yeah, this is the climb attack.
Yeah. What do these combinations even mean? Was that a plunger or a boxing glove? I couldn't even see.
Oh my god. I'd be terrified to have this thing attached to me.
This shit looks so good.
Oh, really?
You forget, Smeech? You already made your last offer.
Whoa.
Oh my god. What? Oh, this is like the fire blast thing? Smoke?
This guy's so gross looking.
But he's so well animated, like.
Who's a funny looking rat now?
Oh my god.
Did you imagine if Jinx just like covered her eyes? With fireworks? God, what's left of him?
You here.
Moron
Not
never
much.
could keep his damn mouth shut.
Ugh.
You could have just let me eat it.
Didn't ask you for this.
Oh, the little rope coil.
It was something I could fix.
You got that look in your eye again. What are you planning?
To finish what's left of my family.
Oh, great.
That was pretty fucking sick.
That was cool.
Incredible. That was really, really good.
I'd be so scared just to be wearing that arm. Like, what if in the middle of the night it's just like, takes you out? I wouldn't trust it. Whoa.
He's getting like messages from the great beyond.
Careful not to scrape up the gear. Won't sell as well.
He's got no fucking gear. He's got a walking stick and a cloth. A curtain. Although it looks like you guys could use some new curtains.
Personal friend.
So much senseless pain.
Is he gonna kill him or purify him or something?
I don't know. Oh my god!
Wait, is he helping him or hurting him?
I
have no idea.
Is he making
It looks like
him
he's
like him?
Kinda. Looks like that. Had the same flourish at the end there. Oh.
Oh.
It was like taxing to him.
Whoa.
Whoa! Did he like de-age him too?
He's looking fresh.
His like nose is smaller and everything. Like, aim me next.
Damn.
Now get the fuck out of town.
You need not suffer anymore.
They're like bowing to him. What the fuck? How is this gonna factor into the whole like power vacuum thing?
He's like a god.
Yeah, if he starts like saving people. Wait, was she the one that was calling him like to come here? Or is that just his, like that she would be proud?
Yeah.
Because he saw a figure and obviously the footsteps, and I thought I heard her voice before, but.
Yeah. I don't know if the figure's supposed to be like where he's supposed to go, like he's looking at his future self almost like by intuition, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Better watch out.
Oh, okay, it's just a sample.
Ew.
Took the eyes out. It's like a quad ventricle heart. That episode was so good.
That was really awesome.
When I was saying at the start of the first episode, I saw somebody that was like, "Oh, you mentioned this thing about like how, you know, you want the standard of animation to stay the same, but you didn't even mention that it was good." Like, what I was trying to say wasn't I shouldn't have said standard, because I think about moments like the really high moments, because the show looks incredible. But what I was wanting to see were moments like this fight animation, and not just because it's a fight, but like the creative little things that they do in this little spikes of animation. I was excited to see that, is what I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. Not that I had doubts that that season 2 animation was going to live up to season 1. It looked pretty consistent, but I should have mentioned that this is more what I was excited for, was how well like this comes off stylistically, and how all the little subtle things that they do visually, because it cranks it up so high, and it just looks so awesome. It was so good.
Yeah,
this fight was incredible.
That was awesome. I loved the new like arm. Yeah, very reminiscent of
Crazy Slots
Kite
from
Hunter x Hunter. It's very just like the total wild card of abilities. Also, again, reminiscent of the Climb Attack in version 1 in One Piece, where it's just like half the time it's just something silly and like joking that you don't want. Yeah. But it still works because the enemy is like, why are you playing music all of a sudden? Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah, that's cool. Very, very Jynx. Like, you know, something that she would want. And I love like when she's like watching and it like the things are spinning around to like whatever, I'm assuming like the ultimate ability where it just like shreds people up, and she like sees the first one and she's like so excited to like, you know, it's like she could have just made it do that every time. Yeah, because she likes it, but she likes the like you know, the chance, the not knowing, you know. Mm-hmm. And then the fireworks at the end is just like, oh my god, like if you ever want to get caught by someone who's like trying to find you, don't use this. It just sends up like beacons to everyone else.
I wonder what the deal is with this kid. Mm-hmm. Like what's it about with this kid? Is this kid gonna be like the next Jynx or something? Like, are they setting up for that, or is it supposed to be that like Jynx could make this kid her like protege, like Silco did for her, but she's kind of on the fence about it? Like, she helped the kid at one point, and is kind of taking them under their wing, but it doesn't seem to be as much of a focus as, you know, Silco took in Jynx because of Jinx's connection, or Powder's connection with Vander. Mm-hmm. You know, like it was very emotional. So I don't know if that is what it is, or if it's just there, or you know, if there is some kind of lore thing where there's some kind of connection that we don't know or something, and it's alluding to something. I don't know.
Or if it's just to show, like, because there's some shots closer to the beginning of all, like, the kids that are still... Because, like, now that the main characters aren't kids, we're not seeing all the children that are, like, you know, running around and, you know, part of all of this kind of thing. So if it's, you know, to kind of reincorporate that back in, because it's, like, you know, just because Powder and Vi aren't children anymore doesn't mean that there aren't
kids around.
Yeah. You know, getting hunted down and caught up in all crazy stuff.
Wait, no, I'm dumb. Isn't this the kid that Heimerdinger, like, ran into when he first came down here? Do you remember? When he got kicked off the council and he came down here, and he was like sitting there, and then a kid like, you don't remember that?
I vaguely remember that. I don't remember what the kid looked like.
It looked like that. I'm pretty sure that's what. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's been like a year since we watched. Oh no, maybe it's not, or maybe they grew up a little bit. No, maybe not.
No, different. Maybe different eyes.
Yeah, my bad. That would have been crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the deal with the kid is gonna be. I was fully expecting Jynx to like save the kid and then just kill the kid just because she's fucking crazy, but she's not that crazy. The insanity from the first season came down from like a split in her personality, because she was like torn between these two worlds, and then at the end of season 1, when she killed Silco and she sort of accepted her current self rather than trying to like go between or whatever, she finally let go of Powder, and now, but she hasn't quite done so, because she still cries when she sees Vi, but
yeah,
she's not as conflicted as she was. What we were seeing before was like this like schizophrenic inner conflict, but now that she's accepted herself more, it's not as, she's not as like insane as she was before.
This like creature guy was like super disturbing.
Yeah.
But really cool, like with the sort of the extendable legs and like, you know, the arms with all the different stuff. It's just,
I love that idea that he's
cool.
like this little rat guy, this little chihuahua motherfucker, and then he like gets all these automail things on him, and he makes himself taller, but his body is still super short, so it just looks really weird, but he's like the boss, so he needs to be tall.
Well, he's like short most of the time, but he like makes himself tall when the situation calls for it, you know.
Well, he's usually sitting down is when we usually see him, but his legs are like, I guess there might be a little bit
they
extendable.
extend, yeah.
But
because he like earlier when they were in that room, he like walked over short and then like
yeah. But I like that. I like the extendable legs thing because it always makes me wonder, you know, like when people have robotic limbs and stuff like that. It's like, what did you decide to be 5'10"? Why didn't you go 6'1"? You know, like it's always something you think about. I think most people think about that as it's just a funny thing. So it shows like the ego. And then we have the stuff with Viktor where he left. He was less irate than I thought, but I guess it makes sense because he's like ascended or something.
Yeah, he's also like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed kind of vibe.
It's more, he just kind of came to terms with things, and maybe this is this connection with like a higher threshold of life where he, you know, is seeing, I don't know, where he's supposed to go, like the true path of that he needs to take, and something's guiding him, and it's taking the face of his assistant, or it's his assistant that's been assimilated into the thing. And she is now like connected with this deeper truth or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the deal is, but it's clear that something else is going on here because it looks like he's glowing. If you notice that, it's a very subtle blue glow around him that's not around the other people, and he's in the light, but so is this dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know what about the magic made him tie his hair in a hair bun, like a mad bun.
Well, it might have been back like that before.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, he made him like younger. He like.
I don't know.
Because we saw him at the start of season 1 and he wasn't this fucked up. He like came to Vander or came to whoever in the bar for help.
Yeah.
And then when Vi came down here, he reconnected, and it was like a really fucked up thing where like she knew this guy from her old neighborhood and was like wanted to maybe help him or something, or like Caitlyn was there and shit, but then he betrayed them because he's an addict.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it's like, you know, people who do drugs usually look a lot older because it just like.
But he looked older than now at the start of season 1 is what I'm saying. So like we saw him fucked up, but he looks younger here than he did when we first saw him when Vi and Jinx were kids.
I wonder if it's like because he's being kind of like either de-aged or just like reinvigorated, or if it's just like he's not actually younger, like, you know, he still has like wrinkles and stuff, but maybe it's because he's just like the kind of the weight of the world has been lifted.
I think it like and it like brings you back to the potential 100%,
like your peak of like what
that you could be.
Yeah.
And it seems to take something out of him, but I wonder how deep his power goes. Like how many, like, can he do this forever? Is it because it's the self-generating thing? It's like,
and you know, it's if the cost is just him being exhausted, you know, like I feel like he would just run himself into the ground potentially to help these people.
Yeah, because if he gets all the, you know, shit out of the Undercity, then there's no difference. Then the only thing that would be keeping people in the Undercity from, you know, rejoining, like everything being equal, would be like greed of the people at the top, or fear from the people at the top because of all the shit that Jinx and the other people were doing with that other chick, or like the greed of Ambessa, is that her name? Mel's mom, who like is a warmonger and she wants to like use hex tech,
or also like the sort of drug lords of this area.
Yeah, but one's down.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
If Viktor's here like bringing people up, and Jinx just wants to destroy everything, then that it complicates things even more, which I actually really like. If Viktor does, whether it's his choice or not, become a sort of like messiah figure in the Undercity, but like almost impartial, like it does really complicate things, because now it's kind of like when Silco wanted to make the deal with Jayce to like you know, give up everything, but he couldn't give up Jynx. But anyway, it's like there's a chance for peace. Are you gonna ruin that because you're afraid type thing? Are we gonna ruin that because we're greedy? Or because are we not gonna try and see the potential for things to be better because we don't want to? Not even because
but also,
they can't?
like, is this thing gonna have a cost on the person that it helped? Like, is it like, oh, he's so rejuvenated and good, but then he's gonna, like, decay into, like, some type of, like,
is he
creature?
storing up the fucked up stuff? Like, he's trading, he's rejuvenating them, but he's taking the corruption off of this guy and then storing it in him. Does it just get recycled?
Or even for, like, the guy that got helped, like, you know, is, like, he has, like, silver, like, kind of, like, lines on him. It's like, is he gonna, you know, be contaminated? Like, you know, what?
I think it was just a similar process to what Viktor went through, because it was the same, like, color and stuff. And I think Viktor's eyes are different now. They have, like, a little bit of shit in them that's, like, the stuff that he was in. Before they were more, like, orangish, kind of. Or brown. So I think that, like, that's just a mark from the healing, or whatever you want to say. I don't know what is going to happen with this, but... was it in Viktor or Jayce's backstory? I can't remember. Where there was that, like, mage figure that, like, showed up with some sort of magic hex tech stuff, like futures, like fully evolved.
Oh my god, I can't.
He had this this magic, and he showed up and he, like, I don't know, fixed whatever. I can't remember the exact.
They were, like, in, like, a
but
field or something, and it was like
they were in. Maybe it was Jayce's backstory. I can't remember, but showed up, saved them, transported them, and then, like, you know, I don't know, this crazy display of like power that was, like, unbelievable. It's possible that there's, like, a time travel aspect now that we see that there's, like, this fate sort of thing where he's following these footsteps, like, leading him to where he's supposed to go. Maybe that's Viktor, or maybe it's you know, evolution way down the line or something. Like, it brings up a lot of those sort of questions of, you know, I guess time travel, but more like, you know, this
the sense of, like, the universe. Like,
it's
like
it brings it beyond
kinda...
your just physical stuff, like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like transcendent almost, and the fact that he's being framed as this almost messianic figure. He has, like, this cane that his staff is just almost like a shepherd's staff.
He's in, like, the middle of this, like,
this archway. And the giant bell there as well. Like a church bell.
Yeah, this looks like it could have, been some type of previous, like, church or, like, monument or something, you know? With, like, the stained glass as well, very...
Yeah, I think that's on purpose, that it's evoking those sort of ideas. Yeah. Really good episode. I really liked just and then
and the tree is, like, getting messed up,
the tree's getting corrupted. But is that a bad thing? We don't know. We don't know if that's a bad thing. Maybe, like, the tree looks like it's fucked up, but Viktor looks like he's fucked up and he's saving people, so...
But it looks more like when they were testing it out on plants earlier on, and then they kept getting, like... really...
Maybe Viktor can help the tree.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's the thing is... It seems like it's endless power, but there's always a cost to it. So even if Viktor is looking this good, or even if there's a way that the tree can be helped with the stuff, we see with its application in weapons and, like, technology that there's an equal and opposite reaction all the time, no matter what it is. That's kind of the nature of shit like this. So I wonder what will happen to this tree, because it's, like, the one bastion of safety and, like, peace in the Undercity. So yeah, it seems like the tree's gonna come tumbling down.
Yeah.
Whether it's saved first and then it happens, or there's a big rebound, or you know, whatever, or they get raided, because since they were talking about, like, we're not turning people away.
And this guy's spilling the beans all over the place. Like, oh, this place with this tree, and it's Ekko's home. And it's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, not that Jayce is the guy you need to worry about necessarily, but like we've seen Jayce, I think he obviously has a good heart, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, as we've seen with multiple of his decisions before. It's not that he wants bad things to happen. It's just that he can be naive, and he is prone to persuasion and intimidation, and he changes his mind, And, you know, so if you give him information, it will probably leak eventually. Like,
Yeah. Whether he means to or not.
Like, whether he'll tell Mel, or whether Mel will overhear a conversation of him, like, mentioning it, and then her mom will figure it out. Like, shit will leak so fast, so it's just, like, you just don't tell Jayce anything you want to be kept a secret. He doesn't keep secrets well. And maybe, if he, like, the situation also is, if he gets... This is, for example, like a hypothetical, is like, say he learns about this whole tree thing, and then he hears that there's the one place that, like, all the good people are, or whatever. And, you know, Jynx is hidden or something. And he's like, okay, well, I know one place that, you know, we've never checked before. And then you go there, and it's like, oh, we're just looking for Jynx. Or a fight broke out, now a bunch of people are dead.
Or
you know?
he's like, oh, this is an example. Look, they're all good
it's like,
people.
Oh, great. And then they burn it down because it's like, you know, because they're people
it's
who
like
have different
in
views.
what we're watching, like Fallout, when they're like, oh, this like city that was like so
Spoilers for Fallout.
Oh yeah, whatever, the city that was like so like good, and everyone's like growing corn and whatever, and then they all get like taken out, even though they're like, you know,
just because they're getting too big or something.
Just because they're too successful and it's too
and they're not following
nice.
the doctrine that you want them to follow.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, anyway, there's a lot of really cool places this could go. It looked great. It had like those animation flourishes that are beyond just the stellar look of the normal show. Like there's time, like one thing that's from season 1 that always stuck out to me as like, you didn't need to do that, was all of Jinx's like hallucinations, but particularly in their hideout when Jynx was like punching the thing, doing like the boxing training, and then you'd see flashes of Vi doing it, and like flashes like just in the poses and shit like that, and it was so like fluid and just awesome and creative, like, you know, on top of the show just looking good normally. Those are the things that I really look for, and that I think like really set it apart. Not just like good standard of quality across the whole thing. The consistency is obviously great, but you love to see them capitalize on opportunities for creativity. That's what makes animation really good. And like, you know, just, you know, and they do it across, even when there's not some crazy shit going on. Just a little depth of field things, a little shift in perspective, shit like this, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The show looks great. It is great. I love this episode, and we're gonna check out the next one right now. Leave a like and subscribe. See you next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.